Cambodia is a fantastic place to visit, and as with most countries, they have their customs and etiquettes. In this video, we delve into behaviour etiquettes when living in Cambodia, which will make your interactions with the locals a much more fun experience. Fortunately, the do's and don'ts for etiquette in Cambodia are mostly straightforward, and really, it is just a matter of showing respect. When moving to another country, worrying about causing offence is probably on your mind, especially in a place where you aren't familiar with the local customs. Visiting Cambodia is an experience that can change you. Cambodians have endured colonisation, brutal wars and everyday hardships, with landmines still a daily threat for some. Cambodians will happily welcome you to their country. As a visitor in this special place, it is paramount that you represent yourself well to ensure a warm welcome for others that follow. The people in Cambodia understand that visitors may not be familiar with all their customs, but by showing respect to the culture, you will gain trust, friendship, and have a better overall experience in this amazing part of Southeast Asia. As with most of Asia, the rules of saving face apply. To lose your cool in public is completely unacceptable, so please avoid shouting and criticising anyone in front of others. No matter how inconvenient or uncomfortable a situation is, never make it worse by losing your temper. If you remain calm and smile, you will be highly respected. You will be able to resolve problems much faster by remaining calm. Be sure to give thanks and gratitude to people who deserve it. Humility is an important personality trait in Cambodia. If you are offered a gift, politely refuse at first, but in the end, always accept it graciously with both hands. Buddhist countries in Southeast Asia consider the head the highest and most spiritual, sacred part of a person's body. It's the most important part of someone's personal space, so don't touch it. That includes ruffling a child's hair. At the other end, the feet are considered the dirtiest and least sacred, so don't point your feet at people and always remove your shoes before going into temples, homes and some businesses. Shoes at the front door is a key indication that yours should join them before going inside. Flip-flops or sandals that can be slipped off quickly and easily are convenient and comfortable footwear while travelling in Southeast Asia. Eating is typically done with the right hand only. The left hand is usually reserved for dirty duties in the toilet. Avoid handing people things with your left hand. Be mindful of Cambodia's war-torn past and don't talk about war, politics, violence or the Khmer Rouge. Nearly everyone of a certain age has probably lost family or friends to violence. Avoid wearing t-shirts and clothing that depict war or violence. Pointing at someone with your index finger is considered rude. Instead, gesture with your right palm with all the fingers pointed straight. The traditional Cambodian greeting, known as Sompas, is made by putting your two hands together in a prayer-like gesture in front of your chest, with your fingertips pointing upwards. Also, give a slight bow with your head. This is the same as the Y, which is used in Thailand. The hands are held higher to show more respect to elders, officials and teachers. Fingertips should be touching the chin or nose. For greeting monks, your fingertips should be touching your forehead. You can also give a higher sompa to show extreme gratitude or a sincere apology. Many Cambodians will choose to shake hands with visitors, although you probably won't get a firm grip as in the case in the West. The best rule of thumb is to simply return whatever greeting you were given initially. Not returning someone's greeting is considered very rude. Modest dress is appropriate in Cambodia, particularly for women. Although many tourists will wear shorts to deal with the heat, locals tend to cover as much skin as possible. In Cambodia, shorts are the default dress for male school children. Although tourism has caused local dress standards to relax somewhat, always dress conservatively when visiting temples, homes or entering a government building. Avoid wearing t-shirts with religious themes, images of Buddha or Hindu deities. Cambodians can be conservative when it comes to sexuality and generally frown upon public displays of affection. Again, common sense is to not cause someone to feel embarrassed. Holding hands is okay, but snuggling intimately in a public place may not be. Aside from monks, elders are given the highest level of respect in Cambodia. Always acknowledge an elder's status by allowing them to control the conversation, walk first, begin eating first, and generally taking the lead. When seated, you should try to never sit higher than the eldest person in the room. Virtually everywhere that you go in Cambodia, you are sure to see Buddhist monks dressed in coloured robes. These monks are highly respected within Cambodian society, so take the opportunity to have a friendly chat. Women should never touch a monk or hand anything to him. Even a monk's mother may not hug her son while he is a monk. If a monk is seated, you should sit also before starting a conversation. Most Theravada monks are not allowed to eat after noon, so be mindful by not eating or snacking around them in the afternoon. Whether visiting temples or one of the smaller pagodas in Siem Reap, always show respect by following these guidelines. Remove your shoes and hats before entering the worship area. No one is exempt. Turn off your phone and MP3 player and remove your headphones. Avoid loud and disrespectful conversations inside of the temple. Dress modestly by wearing long pants and covering your shoulders. Do not sit higher than a seated monk or any statues of Buddha. Do not touch any Buddha statues and always ask for permission before taking any photos. If you do take photos, please drop a small donation in the box. Don't turn your back to statues of Buddha to take a selfie. Getting invited to someone's home for dinner will be a highlight of your trip to Cambodia. Don't decline or you will miss a fantastic opportunity. Don't say no because you aren't sure about the do's and don'ts of Cambodian etiquette. Remove your shoes, even if not told to do so by your host. Take off your hat while indoors. Bring a small gift such as fruit, flowers or candy to your host and hand your gift to them with both hands. Always wait for the eldest person to sit, and the same applies to eating. Hopefully this video helps you understand a little bit about Cambodian etiquette and makes your time in Cambodia fun.